Hi everyone, it's Anne from Reveille Artistry again. Of course, I'm really wanting to show off my beautiful blue bowl that I made on my last video. I am just so in love with this. How could you not be in love with something like that? Look at the stripes. It's just magic, isn't it? Just magic. Anyway, I want to try something a bit different today, and I'm not sure I've got the resources to do it, to be honest. Sorry, everybody, just clattering. A couple of months ago, I made this lovely tortoiseshell bowl. I was so bowled over by it, bowled over by the bowl. I want to do something like this in these colours, but as a bigger bowl. I'm not quite sure how it will work because, I mean, the way the grain on this went, just like wood, was just amazing. So I'm going to try to do it the same way as I did the blue, but this one here, the one I've just shown you, but using those colours. Now, the colours I used here, I just used alcohol ink, brown, yellow ochre, yellow and orange. Now, with this sort of pour, you do need mica powder in there as well. So I have found some coffee coloured mica powder. I have no idea what the make is, but it says coffee. And I've just put a little bit in. I mean, this is a bit weak. I literally put 10 mils of resin in here, and I put a tiny bit of that coffee mica powder and a bit of brown alcohol ink. But obviously I need to top that up. Let me get some gloves. Where's my gloves? Right. Chops away. Right. Okay. Yeah, so I've mixed up my lovely Vista one. Got to get some more now. This is all gone. I've got a big wedding coming up, my daughter, and so money has to be paced a little bit. Anyway, so I'm going to do, obviously add to that to make it more of a richer, and it's sort of like a reddy brown. Then I've got the orange Magic Fly alcohol ink and the yellow ochre. Okay, so, and I'm also going to do some gold. Have I got enough? So I've got 1, 2, yeah, and I'll do a bit of gold as well, just using that gold. I don't know what that one is either, Chinese. So let's just add a little bit more of this brown to this pot. I've mixed up 300 mils, 1:1 in volume of the Vista One resin. I don't know if that's going to be enough because that's quite a lot of. I've got about 50 mils in each cup here, in each of 3 cups, and plus I've got some clear just sitting there for the end. So I put my mica powder in. Oops, a daisy. Oh. Oh dear, oh my. What would you do? Good old baby wipes, eh? What would we do without them? Okay. I hope this works because I do love those colours together. I love that tortoiseshell effect. But who knows? We'll see. Might be horrible. Might be beautiful. Might be somewhere in between. So that's the oak. You can see it's like a more of a reddy brown. Have I put my light on? No. Ha! There we go. It's got, unfortunately, it's got a bit of a bluey turquoise undertone to it, but I'm hoping that won't show through too much. So it's like a reddy. So let's put a good squirt of this brown and see if we can kill off a bit of that bluey shine to it. Oh, it's looking a bit richer, isn't it? A bit darker. Go with a bit more. Oh dear, the darker I'm putting, the more brown I'm putting in, the more of the contrast is that sort of bluey shine to it. Let's hope that doesn't come through too much, but it might do, and it might look fantastic, so who knows. That's as good as it's going to get, I think. Okay, that's my brown. So then we'll go with some yellow ochre. See, when I made this, the tortoiseshell bowl, I literally put the alcohol ink straight onto the resin. This time I'm mixing it for obvious reasons, because I want to pour it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13, I don't know why. Lucky or unlucky, who knows. Again, I want the colour to be quite strong in there. But it's quite funny with the blue bowl. I ended up, the mica powders are here doing their thing with the stripes. And they're underneath are the stripes with the alcohol inks. It's sort of split in two. So let's put a bit more in. We can afford a bit more. One thing I've noticed with the Magic Fly, they're good colour alcohol inks, but they don't mix terribly well with other makes. So you have to be a bit careful. Particularly it doesn't mix with Pinata, funny enough. What do you think? Good to go? I mean, when you look at the... maybe not. That's got to be good to go, surely. Yeah, we'll go with that one. That's that one. And then we've got the... Yeah. That's brown. Orange. Oh, I can never get these lids off. There we go. Again, let's put quite a bit in. So it's almost like a burnt orange, this colour, isn't it? It's beautiful. It's not a sort of in-your-face orange. Not a neon. That's quite rich, isn't it? I love that. Here's a thought. I wonder if you just used clear resin and sort of poured some into the middle and then dotted it all over with alcohol ink and then poured clear again into the middle of that and dotted that over and so on and so forth. I wonder how that would go. There's a thought. Let's try it out next time, eh? Well, that's nice, isn't it? Eh? Look at that. Go with that. Got that. Now we just need some gold. Gold mica powder. It's quite a heavy gold, that one, isn't it, actually? Let's see just how heavy. Oh, that's probably spot on for the colours I'm doing, really, isn't it? There we go. Lovely jubbly. Had lots of thunder last night, but I slept through it. I cannot believe it. I love a storm, and I heard a couple of rumbles, and I was just, that was it. Honestly, I'm cross with myself because apparently the lightning was pretty fantastic. Living in the middle of England here, we don't get a lot of extreme sort of weather events because everything sort of has run out by the time it gets to the middle of the country. So, we don't get storms much. When I used to live in London, we used to get really hot in the summer, then crash bang wallop thunderstorms, and then it get really hot again, and then another crash bang wallop and thunderstorms, and life was like that. But living in the middle of England, there's not much going on. Let's get another little white because that's a bit... And I want one down in there. Give it a little bit of a wipe. I think that dot there is underneath. Oh no, it's not, it's on top. Tape. There we go. Excuse me, it's still got a bit of a cough. Now, as I did with the other one, the blue one, I'm going to put the brown around the edge. Get rid of some of those bubbles. There's a lot of bubbles in there. Also, I'm really into using these silicone cups because they're so easy to clean out and reuse. So, you know, recycle, recycle and all that. So let's go around the edge with this. Oops. I'm going to use it all. I'm doing this quite late in the day. It's a bit silly really. I should have done it earlier, because to do a bowl you've got to wait for that prime moment. But if I miss it, if I'm too tired, it doesn't matter, because what I'll do, I will soften it all up again tomorrow and we can mould it tomorrow. All is not lost. Okay. So there's my brown. Oops, right, splash in the middle. Of course, that's where you want to go. In the middle. Right, let's just get rid of that. Not having you there. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to pour from the middle into the middle. Oh, it's falling out. I'm going to go with this one first, I think, the orange, followed by the gold, and then followed by the yellow ochre. So here we go, pouring into the centre. One big pour. That's that one done. Now I'm going to go with the gold. One big pour. Okay, let's give that a bit of a lot of bubbles going on there. Let's get some of them out of it. This doesn't look very brown around the outside, does it? Never mind. Now the yellow ochre into the middle of that. Oh, isn't that beautiful colour? Oh my goodness. Isn't that just beautiful? Goodness me. And I'm not a lover of yellows particularly, but I do like tortoiseshell. And that to me is stunning. Oh my giddy aunt. Now we're going to go with the clear, which is the thing that seems to kick everything off when you do this sort of pour. Ready? Here we go. In with the clear. From a height. So it's pushing it all out. And that's how the magic happens. There we go. That looks amazing. Let me just get some of these bubbles off again. Right, now I'm going to leave this obviously now, but I will come back and take videos of it as it metamorphosises into something beautiful, I hope. Yeah, I'm excited. I want to see what happens. So yeah, bring it on. Okay, I'll speak to you as soon as. And don't forget, if you like what you see, subscribe, thumbs up, buy me a coffee, whatever. I'm just happy if you like it. Thank you, bye. Okay, folks, I just want to show you what's happened. Look at this. Just look at it. Isn't that just the most amazing thing you have ever seen? I am just blown away yet again with the magic of resin. Look at that. I mean, I don't know what the underneath looks like yet, but that I am more than happy with. I deliberately left the middle empty this time because I didn't think that filling it actually brought anything to the table. But I am bowled away with that. I cannot tell. Let's see if I can bring you down really close so you can see whether it focuses. But see that where it shows black on the picture, it's not black. It's like a brownie with a blue tinge. I mean, it's bonkers. See if I come up higher, it might show it better. You can see sort of a bit of a bluey tint, but you can't see it properly. I wished you could see it because this is just stunning. You can see it a little bit there. But like I say, I am blown away. I hope you are too. And I will see you later when we do the unmoulding and moulding. Whoops, hi folks, back again. What do you think of it now? So I'm just adjusting the camera because I'll try and get it all in. Look at that. Can you see that? Look how it's changed again, even from when I took the pictures. I am just made up. I can't tell you what I think. I just love it. It's like a sunburst in the middle. In fact, the whole thing is like a sun, you know, one of those sunspots that comes out of the sun that flares. And the colours here are just unbelievable. I just want to do one of these in every single colour that I can think of because they are so beautiful. It's well surpassed what I hoped for, and been worth staying up to do the demold because I did it so late. Right, okay, let's try and get this out. Oops. Is this the bubblegum vase? Oh. I think we're only just at the demold stage, aren't we? This is why it's slightly difficult to get out. Oh my goodness, I wonder what the other side looks like. Right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Can you see? Right, here we go. Let's have a look at the other side. Oh my goodness. It's phenomenal. What can I say? Look at that. Okay, so I think it's going to go... Oh, I don't know. I love that side. Let me look at how this one went. This one, we have the stripes on the inside, plain on the outside. I think I'll do the same thing. I can't remember what I moulded it in either, first of all. I think it was... Did I drape it over this? Perhaps. Oh, I haven't taken that silly thing off. Is that how I want it to be? More like that. Perhaps. Right, let me get a pop to stand on that. That's nice and heavy. Try and get a small one. There we go. Well, to be honest, that's just nice as it is, if it will stay. Yeah, I don't really want to interfere with that too much. Perhaps put a few props in to stop it rolling. I think that will be all right, actually. Well, that was easy, wasn't it? But you can see the lovely colours. I really hope. Let me just take you down from here. Whoops. See if I can just show you. Oh, yeah, see? Can you see that? Please excuse the reflections. I've done that the wrong way round, haven't I? Just bear with me a second. Right, back again. Sorry, I did it. I suddenly realised I'd done it the wrong way round. So now we've got the, let's try and get myself out of this. We've just got the gold coming through. But isn't that beautiful? Isn't that something else? In fact, it's more yellowy gold from my perspective. I don't want the shadows. It's dark outside, so it's, I've got my lights on. Yes, and it's very uniform as well, funny enough. It's very uniform in the way the colours go. It's the same all the way round. I mean, you couldn't have planned it better, could you? Honest to God. I don't know how these things work, but I was so worried about the colours because knowing that they worked one way on that other bowl I made and then taking the gamble to do something else. Because it's not a small amount of resin that you use. It is 300 mils, which is quite significant in terms of cost. So you don't want to get it wrong. You don't want to waste that money. So I'm just stunned. So anyway, I'll leave you to your evening and I'll see you tomorrow. Hi everyone, back again to unmould this glorious golden bowl. I'm just so totally in love with it. What have I done there? And it was such a shock to see how it turned out. Look at these cups I use just to hold things in place. Hey, that's good. Right, let's just get it off this bowl. If it doesn't take that label entirely with it. It's possible to get it off if that happens, but it's just annoying. Oh, here we are. Stick to it. Oh, that's stuck to it beautifully. I need to get the label off that. So that spoiled that a bit. So I will just leave you for a minute while I pick at it and get rid of it. Right, let's start again. I got a bit sidetracked with that label stuck on the bottom, but would you just look at that? How glorious is that? I am just, that's a bit of water there, blown away yet again by, you know, the magic, because that blue, you know, I said it's like a smoky blue shade on that brown. You can see that, but it's like smoky. It makes it look a bit smoky. Bits and bits. Yeah, and like the gold, the way the stripes, striations, as I should say, are just balanced. You know, I couldn't personally have done it. That's what I'm trying to say. It's something that's happened of its own accord because of the reactions of the different things that I used. I just find it so, I don't know, I'm just bold over. You know, I just wanted to keep trying lots of different colour combinations to see what comes out. I don't know if I'll put gold on that. I don't know if it would do it any justice, or, you know, around the edges. I'll have to see. And of course the back, look at that. I mean, I could have just as easily have done the bowl the other way around. I nearly did, didn't I? And it would just be glorious again. So, you know, what is there to say? It's glorious whichever way you look at it. You could do the same thing again and you know, mould it the opposite way. But I just love it. just blows my mind every time, as you know, because I keep talking about it. Anyway, that's it for that one. I'll take some close-up video and some pictures and post it on the YouTube for you. Yeah, I just hope you like it as much as me. So if you do like it, thumbs up, subscribe, buy me a cup of coffee, whatever you want. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Bye now.